Just making sure we're all set up. Anyway, hey everybody. It's been a little bit since I streamed last, but unfortunately I got my reasons for that. So let's see, that goes all the way down, just like this, and then... Yep, there we are. So we're here. Anyway, everybody, welcome back to more Final Fantasy 1, where last time, let's see what happened. Let's see, I went to the Fire Chalice dungeon, then went to a little bit of the Sky Tower just so I can, snag some good equipment. And then with that said, I am, back in the Fire Dungeon, just ready to take on the, other Elemental Archfiend that I didn't fight last time. And that's going to be Cognazzo. And Cognazzo is kind of interesting because he does have this tsunami attack. So let's see. I'm thinking what I want to do is so you get one of you buffed. And curtain, lunar curtain. Now I should have used those things. Probably gotta use those on Wendell though. Let's see here. So where is my strength drink? I want that. So I'll do that. And then see, I'm thinking, let's see if this works. No frost, and then Reynaldo, go ahead and protect everybody. So I know that Cognazzo is more of a water elemental, so I'm not really sure if I'm doing this the right way or not. No, we're gonna have to see and make sure. So you do that. And then, because of the weapons I do have set up, it's probably better I get Alex up to speed first. And then let me just make sure I have all the right stuff in place. I'm just trying to find what I did with the... Oh, I don't have that yet, do I? Never mind. Pandara. Do I want that one, or do I want to use the, Yeah, let's see what this does. Some chip damage, but not really enough. I think we could do a little bit better. And then while we're here, we'll just invisible everyone. So unfortunately, I did have to take some time off from streaming just because I was sick. And then, you know how that goes. And then, you know, one Wendell, you get yourself in on the action. And then... I'll just go ahead and try and stay ahead of that curve here. You don't know when he's going to use that. Then you do that, and then, let's see, Reynaldo, you go ahead and give Wendell a strength tonic. Okay, well, never mind, that was barely a fight. So, maybe I might have picked too powerful a party here. Oh, we'll see. Yeah, that was the way out. So, that one I wanted. But unfortunately, I was sick for a few days, and then, it's just combining that and then not being able to talk and all that other fun stuff. And then, you wonder why I was out for that long. So, let's see here. Actually, it doesn't look like I need anything, really. Now, I was actually tempted to do this one, before, just with, like, no talking and no, face cam on, Saturday. But then just decided against it because, it was gonna be Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle, but then, I don't know, that would be a little bit too hard for me to type and, playing the keyboard at the same time. Oh, that was worth it. Might be an issue. There's bats getting in my way. Not a bad level up. I'll say at least Alex's new weapon is definitely wiping people out at a good rate. Or bats getting in my way all the time. Well, at least I can use this one to heal. Just do that. Well, at least the good news with being sick is that I was able to detox more. And then I think just the big problem I had overall was that fucking bat just getting me into a fight like that. Anyway, the problem I had was just going out too much. You'd be surprised how much under recovery is an issue. Then you wonder which one annoys you more between having bats interfering everywhere you go. But then again, they're not all that different from drivers that hold you up. Remedy. Cool. Then now watch this bat end up blocking my way completely. Do not get in my way, please, thank you. That's the one we gotta find the way out. Because otherwise what I was planning on doing was at least a Tecmo Super Bowl run of the actual Super Bowl. But then that didn't work out either. And that's really more my fault than anything. So is it that way. I don't think I want that. Never mind, I guess I do want that. So let's just go ahead and get everybody healed up while we're here. Let's see if my Twitch is working. Alright, turned out it is. And then now it turns out that, just a second, Twitch is kind of dying on me. Or OBS is kind of dying on me. Alright, now that that's set. Then it turns out that, those guys doing that Final Fantasy race are on the last game and they're on Crisis Core. Oh, it seems like an interesting side game. I wouldn't really want to play it seriously, though. But then again, I think Sin's has this in the bag with this race. And then I am liking my new weapon lineup too. A white curtain. I think we might need those once the Final Fantasy VI bosses show up. And then there's gonna be lots of dying from blunt force trauma from those Final Fantasy V bosses. Just start playing that again. That game is pretty tough. It's still beatable, but still pretty tough. Alright, there should be the end. Oh yeah, I forgot I gotta stay away from those parts. Let's see here. Wizard staff. And then mage staff. Kinda thinking that's the way we gotta do this. Kinda hoping I would have gotten there. Actually, you know what? We got disable run here. Don't want to and I overshot it. That's the one thing I didn't want to do, and that's what I ended up doing. Damn it, did it again. That's what I wanted. Seriously, why? There we are. Don't want to go there. And then just try and squeeze in between that one window. If you don't even want to call it a window. Is there even anything here? Oh wait, there is. That sounds pretty useful, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep that on me. Well, then again, that might be useful for the water challenge dungeon, or the way that one could go. that's not that big a deal. And with this, we're just gonna try and wait them out. I'm doing a bad job of overshooting these things. So just get in position and that's that. And the sparklies there. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to avoid the sparkly spots. I don't really know if you can see them on wherever you're watching this. But see, what it is that just triggers a battle. Damn it. Well, at least it was just one black imp, but no big deal. But unfortunately, something I've had a bad habit of doing is just overshooting. Okay, Takatra, good to hear from you. Now, why do you insist on doing that? Because also the detection on this thing is just so weird. I'm wondering if I should just switch to keyboard just so, just for this part. Kinda tempted to do that because, I'm playing this on a Logitech gamepad and then, thing has not been the most reliable thing. See, where is it? But also, how are things going for you today? Alright, well that can't be that useful then. Oh, okay, what, part of the world are you in then? Just out of curiosity. Go ahead and lock him up. And then... okay, London. Yeah, it should be about... yeah, it's actually more past midnight there. Isn't it? So... let's see, I think there's one I'm gonna have to take here. Oh, hey Mark, good to see you again. So, fighter, thief, red mage, white mage, that's always a good party. So much drop. Let's see what that does. Yeah, no, I'm kind of more in a somewhat boring part of this dungeon, so fortunately I do get plenty of guys or plenty of good people to talk to. So that's always a good thing. Or uses max MP. Okay, in that case, here you go, Reynaldo. Yeah, that's temporary. So that's where we decided to allocate our stats. That's what I did like about the ninja as a whole, since they can use any weapon. Or almost any weapon. Except I think if I do end up doing a randomizer, I think that's pretty close to the party I'm going to use, except I'm going to use a black mage instead of a red mage. And the logic being is I'm trying to get into a randomizer for Final Fantasy 1. So I just have to figure out like how to run it properly and how to get everything done. Let's see here, let's just wait for this one. Alright, well now that that's done with, let's just go ahead and put run back on. Never went down. That's how you know what, I'm gonna save state, make sure I have the right one. Okay, I do have the right one. That's always good. Yeah, so I do like some of the endgame weapons for the fighter and the ninja. Then I have watched some Final Fantasy VIII on other channels. And I didn't really care much for the draw system, but at least the, I guess like the weapons, I did like those better. So now I gotta take on Barbaricha. And she's the last of the elemental archfiends. So let's just go ahead and get this going. And strategy for the most part is gonna be largely the same. Oh, that's actually going to be really useful. So the biggest problem is I can't figure out which element she is. Because we already fought a fire one, we already fought a water one. Let's see, I'm just trying to figure out what I did with my, or what that strength drink, there it is. And then, let's haste you up, and then, Tiamat is somebody we will be fighting in the remake. Or I mean in this particular version. In fact, I actually am tempted to fight them next, actually. Kinda don't need Reynaldo getting hurt like that again. So, Saber. And Kiraga, and then Reynaldo, you go ahead and Viscera everybody. Could be a problem. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, I think the life in battle, that was definitely one of the bigger issues with that game. Even though the original NES game did have a ton of problems with it. Well, I mean, it's still a pretty enjoyable game. Let's see here. One of those fear of gods kind of thrown into you. Just do that, 'cause I don't know what she's gonna try. I think let's just concentrate on keeping Wendell and Reynaldo alive. and Hilaga. Okay, well that seems like a pretty good or decent plan for you. So I know that I might actually end up doing 2 for this channel next. Just because I already did 1 and 3, I might as well just or just for the sake of finishing things off. Even though I do know 2 has a ton of problems, but I mean that is one that actually once you get to know it, it doesn't seem that bad, but it's still not one I'd recommend. See, so this is a wind elemental, so I'm kind of thinking I want to use this. Actually, you know what, if I had thunder I might as well just use that guy. And then for 3, were you thinking of the DS version, or were you thinking about the original NES one? Well, that did not go very well. Or here, let's just be aggressive. Hey, there we are, we got it done. Obtain the Braveheart. See what that's for. Sword that casts Confuse when used, that's actually gonna be really helpful. But then again, I think I already have a weapon with it. Okay, I did play 3 for my channel a while ago. And then overall it was a fun time. And then let's just go ahead and beat it here. So that is 2 chalice dungeons down. Then we're just gonna go ahead and rest up at the end. That's the cheapest one. So we can just go down and then right. But I think one of the issues I had with 3 in the NES one was just that you didn't really have any way of well, you couldn't buy Phoenix Downs. I think that was the big issue I had. And then also some of the dungeons were just really long endurance runs. And then whether or not that was 2 or 3. I also remember in the NES version of 2 how you can turn the final boss into a frog and win that way. Which is always funny to know. So I think with all that done, I can go ahead and try and take my whack at the Sky Tower. So I either had to go to Gaia or I had to go close by, because I'm pretty sure Gaia's the last town in the game. I think if I do end up doing 2, it's probably just going to be the GBA version. That's because I already have the card, so that doesn't make it easier to work with. Yeah, especially fast in this game is pretty broken. Not gonna lie about that one. Unfortunately, we never got to meet the Sky People, really. But we actually will at one point. So, let's see, that's where that tower is. So, let's see, where's the closest place we can park? So we already got all that stuff, so let's just go ahead and just get going here. We might need to use that emergency exit at some point. Especially with hits like that. And more of these guys. Although this place is gonna be a lot easier once I end up getting my hands on the white shirt. Yeah, I mean, for that party, I think that's a pretty decent level to be at. And that didn't work. Kinda unfortunate. I know that for one playthrough I did have to go through, or I did end up going through with a black belt instead of a thief. I think it was just keeping the black belt healthy that was a hard part, but outside of that, the black belt could just destroy everything. Except I kind of want to take advantage of the it being a randomizer, so that's why I'm kind of deciding to go with a fighter, thief, white mage, and black mage. Man, I know it's a pretty ordinary party to have, but it's still a good one. Yeah, those ribbons are definitely something you want. So, let's see here. I don't know if I could confuse these vampires or not. I'll go ahead and bet on probably not. Yeah, at least vampires aren't that big an issue now. Since they are undead, you can definitely burn them. But I think right now I'm just using this to get myself back up to full power. Alright, well that's done with. And then everybody else is gonna run, you're gonna try and confuse. I think it's that cockatrice doesn't know to run. Alright, well, good thing I came by here earlier. I do know the NES game can be particularly cruel when it comes to killing you quickly and painfully. So I know that learning the maps is definitely something that's going to be pretty crucial to my survival. Well, at least I did get through that fire chalice dungeon in a reasonable time. Yeah, I definitely am gonna try and find that one. Because I know the Excalibur is gonna be really useful towards some of those later dungeons. Or at least especially for the water and wind chalice dungeons. I think they're gonna be particularly brutal. And I've seen some people go to the wind one first. That's kind of how tough those Final Fantasy V bosses are. And then that's also the fun thing about the randomizer is that you never know where the adamant's gonna be. Because that could definitely like make or break a run. But I think for me, I just had to get good at the original NES one first. That is one thing I definitely like more about the remake is that it just does a better job managing equipment. That's a spike. I don't think there's a no wind here, is there? Doesn't look like it. So anyway, here we are in the Flying Fortress, and this is where Tiamat's gonna be hiding out. Well, fortunately, I do have plenty of ribbons to go around, and I think the dragon armor is invulnerable to stone, so fortunately I got that going for me. And we're just gonna go ahead and confuse him. Although I will also say in 3 for NES, Confuse was definitely really helpful for me. You know what, I don't think I'm gonna go there yet. I still need to look for stuff. I'm gonna do that and then Reynaldo just heal everybody. You do that, you do that. just gonna go ahead and get the necessary parts out of the way. So at least that just makes things a little bit easier. Points up somewhat dangerous enemies. Doesn't look like there's anything. So I think we'll just have Reynaldo clean up whoever doesn't get who. I think they do heal for the same depending on who uses it. But because Reynaldo has higher intelligence, it's gonna be more effective when he uses it. Good. Better. Oh, another protect ring. I think we already got 4 of them. Yep, we do. And I also know in the original NES that intelligence was one of those other things that was bugged. So there really was no difference between the red mage and white mage in terms of like how much effectiveness their spells were. It's just who could learn what. Which is actually why a lot of people go red mage instead of white mage. Alright, another healing helm, that's always good. So it might be a little bit more useful to because I've seen runners go through this part in the NES version, retreat, and then sell some stuff. Now, unfortunately, I don't have to do that in this version. This is gonna be a spike. I guess not. And then I know this was a oh yeah, this is the sword that you can you actually can kill Tiamat with the Bane spell. I don't really know if that works in this version. I know that did work in the NES version. So then we're just hopefully seeing if Reynaldo can finish this guy off. Ooh, an evil eye. We haven't seen one of those guys in a while. Okay, good. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to go there. Not to do that. And then we'll just have Reynaldo clean up whoever. So fortunately, I've got a pretty good grasp on what my items are going to be moving forward. Except I just had to get rid of like all the dead weight and whatnot. Alright, well, decent level up. So I think we're past that point where the level ups are going to be all that useful anymore. And then they did power up the previous fiends. I also remember Kraken being a pain. This is gonna be a spike. Cottage, always good. Don't need that. So I wonder if we're at that part yet where they show you like where everything converges. Not the best HP level up, but still pretty decent. I think we're gonna stick with Protect Ring for these guys. So I mean, the Diamond Gloves is the same thing, just or just less evade. So I know that is something I'm definitely gonna do for 2, is just focus on evade. And fortunately, I'm gonna have a lot more to talk about when I do that. Diamond Shield, I think I already got that. And unfortunately, Wendell can't equip that. There we got ourselves another ribbon, always good. So congrats, Rope 1, you get the last ribbon. So fortunately, everybody's got a ribbon now, so we're actually in really good shape going forward. And basically all I'm trying to do is just trying to scour the 6 directions just to make sure I get everything. That's really our main priority now, is just making sure we end up with everything. Unfortunately, these enemies aren't much of a challenge thanks to our new weapons. One of these is definitely spiked. Black Robe, definitely want that. Alright, so you know what? We'll just do that, and then everybody, since it's only 1. Okay, well, take care. Thanks for showing up for the stream. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Might make life a little bit trickier. I'll just do that. Yes, that's what I want. And then the good thing with the white robe is that you can cast it in battle, and then it turns into the blink spell. I know, that's another one we're gonna have to abuse the hell out of in 2 too. Or 2 as well. And then black robe is Blizzara. That's actually gonna be really useful too. I was thinking I got a ton of stuff I gotta sell once I get done with this place. At least fortunately things are looking pretty good now. Let's see if we can't finish them off that way. And then also there was some sleet going on and some snow. So fortunately I was able to start the stream early. Compared to, yes, that's what I need. So now that we got the adamant, or the adamantite, we can take that to the dwarf and then he'll make that into the Excalibur. So then, fortunately, we could at least hand down one of those other ones. Yeah, that is true. At least the game, at least to the inventory system's credit from the previous game, at least it made you actually, like, have to prioritize, like, what to keep and what to, get rid of. And then, you know what, let's just, give this a whirl, shall we? Oh, that was a nice thud. Because I will admit I've kind of been a bit of a hoarder when it comes to items in this game. And more money. Although I do wonder what these warriors do with all the money they get from all these, or once they're done with their quest. And again, that's just one of those questions that worth asking, like after 3 especially. Oh, outside of that, not much interesting's happened in Twitch, or like in the world of streaming, I suppose. I know that people have been playing that new game from EA, like Apex Legends or something. Essentially, it's supposed to be like a new first-person shooter, battle royale type game. Which it looks pretty good. Let's see if this ends up working. That's at least decent to listen to in the background too. So I think in Mixer that might be the trending game now. Even though I don't really have the specs to run it, so nor do I have the PS4. Even though I kinda don't plan on getting a PS4 either. Although, speaking of which, I still had to get spells for, my 2 knights. Did I go the wrong way? Pretty sure I went the wrong way. Yeah, pretty sure I went the wrong way. Yeah, I think what it was that you couldn't use softs outside of battle, but I think you could in battle. Or I might be wrong on that one. So I know that stone was a lot more devastating in that game than or the original game than it is here. Although I still have nightmares of running into all those cockatrices in the ice cave and then having everybody get turned into stone and then you get game over. Unfortunately, that didn't happen to me in this version. And then if you do look here, it actually shows the entire world. And then the Chaos Shrine. Then you can see that they all head towards the Temple of Fiends. Yeah, that was definitely a problem, especially when your head guy's the one that gets poisoned. We're gonna go ahead and leave here. And then Reynaldo, see if he can't confuse everybody. I think there were some important things here. Well, fortunately, we're all ribbons, so I don't think poison's gonna be a problem anymore. And just try and get it done this way. And then more money. And Sasuke's blade, I think that's supposed to be the katana in the original version. Yeah, I still kind of had to figure out how to get it to work, but I mean, I've seen plenty of people play it. Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll try and get Blizzara going. Might as well. So I do know I have some people that were interested in watching it too. So I just had to give them some good info. Although what I really don't care for is running into these huge hordes of enemies. One more thing I need to seek out here. Kinda did not need Wendell getting zapped like that. One thing that could cause problems. Another protect ring. Well, fortunately we do get those other two off. So I think Wendell just needs it more than anybody else. So at least that makes life a little bit better. So I'm not too crazy about the setup. And then also when I was sick, just had a bunch of streams on, and then just a bunch of Netflix after that. So that's how I spent my being sick. Although, fortunately, I did get to catch up on some movies I haven't seen in a while. Well, like Southpaw, that was another one. Let's see that Protect Cloak, see what that offers. Actually, I think that might be an item. Yeah, that's a shield. Turns out it is. And then Ronaldo can use it too. Ah, yes, the good old prank clothes. I think that was there just to mess with you in the original NES version. Then we'll just have to go ahead and let this happen. The belt is one of the more interesting parts of 6. Just 'cause I do like some of those are things you can get for Go. But I'd say some of them can be really game-breaking early on. So I know that Stray Cat was one that carried me early. Another big one. Tiamat, no known weakness. Seriously, that was barely even 2 steps. In that case, we're just gonna fight our way out. So I feel like some of those lures that they had for Strago, some of them were good, and then some of them were just okay. Really wasn't worth learning every one of them, but there were a few of them that were worth it. So I think like that water attack, that one I think was worth it. Except it actually has been a while since I played 6. I think the last thing was I watched Sin stream it, and then they were doing the GBA version. Yeah, that is always the one thing you do have to worry about. Let's see here, items. So I think it was just grinding up all the spells for some of the other characters was the thing that took the longest time. And then having to do all that in the Fanatic Tower. But then I didn't do every spell for every character, I did every spell for some characters. But this was also summer vacation, I didn't really have anything better to do. Which, unfortunately, I can't really say that now. instead we're gonna go ahead and... It was to the left, that's where the teleporter was. That's also a good way to get rid of weapons you don't want, just to chuck them at somebody. So I know that the throw is actually really helpful just towards getting rid of some of the or just towards weakening some of the bosses. Especially those ones at the end. Let's go ahead and get this one over with. I know this part is particularly tricky. So I don't exactly remember where to go. So I think it was down right until you find something. Okay, in that case, we're gonna go ahead and... Everybody heal up. Might as well just use this opportunity while we can. And let's just go ahead and get everybody up to speed. This is not it. Oh wait, this is it. Okay, so either way, I'm gonna go ahead and save here because there is one thing I must do. And for those of you who played this before, you know exactly where this is going. That was not it. This is still looking pretty dangerous. I just want that sorcerer dead. That was the only thing I cared about. And this guy's kind of a problem too. And you're not it. I'm pretty sure these battles aren't really run away from. Aren't some I could run away from. And that's not it. But you know what, I think I might put a save state up just so I could just find what I'm looking for a little bit quicker. Yeah, actually, I'll just do that now. Just gotta be here pretty soon. Another big level up. That was good. And then depending on how long I go without finding him, might end up just fast forwarding this or just reloading. Yeah, I would agree with that. Making him the toughest one. If I don't need this guy's death touch. Kinda hoping that'll be him, but unfortunately to no avail. Now we're just trying to make sure we get up to that part. I'm just waiting for the heal. So we are on the 5th floor, so we're in the right spot. Yeah, I am definitely a little bit over leveled. I think I might say that much. But then again, considering I'm looking for it, just have to see if I can get to it. And black robe. Although I am wondering if I do have the right weaponry though. Then again, I did watch a bunch of black belts beat this thing up. And let's go ahead and do that. Don't need to be getting death touched by those sorcerers. Yeah, it's always the 99 heals. Or at least that's what they made you do. That looks like that should be rain now. Yeah, just hearing what's going on outside. You have too many sorcerers for my liking. And then see, also I think what my other plan would be, I think that, ROM Hack Saturday might be moving to Sundays now. That's because I feel like that's a better day just to get things done. And also, just streaming on Saturday nights is a little bit tougher. And where is it? Feel like I should be getting closer. Now let's go ahead and take this guy out, then hopefully we should be out there soon. And we're just gonna keep going with this. Should be. Well, they did also say 3 and 64. So let's just see how that goes. We're just trying to get the last of these sorcerers. At least we got the health problem taken care of. And now I think what we need to do... I might be tempted to reset soon. Just to see if I can't get better RNG with this. So basically, just to fill you in, there's a secret enemy I'm trying to fight. Anyway, that's 3 of them. Just the enemy. That was really all the save state's there for, is just to save time. And then, let's see, I think because I know that Crazy Castle is probably going to take me a while, so fortunately that should hog up most of my weekends. But then, I haven't really decided what I do for Fridays, because I was thinking more of a casual Friday type of thing. Well, I would just play whatever on the NES and just make it more of a casual thing. Or maybe SNES. Well, then eventually I could end up branching out into shows about the, like NFL draft, NBA free agency, and all that fun stuff. Even though there really isn't much going on with the NBA until you get to the playoffs. And even then, that stuff takes like 2 months to actually resolve itself. That's because games are like always 2, sometimes 3 days apart. Well, this is not really going the way I wanted it to. Keep saying 3 in 64 chance. Unfortunately, that means 61 out of 64 that you're gonna run to something else. Also, I gotta cut my hair. Just cause when you're sick. That's definitely gonna be a thing. Although, I was kinda hoping my brain just didn't mess up on me just for seeing a 3 instead of 1, but anyway. Yeah, that didn't go the way I wanted it to. Everybody just go ahead and kill that guy. So I think we'll just stick with this area. The good news is Wendell is doing a lot of damage too. So that's always a good thing. Another guys go ahead and just heal. Yes, I mean, unfortunately, we don't really have a whole lot else going on here. Yeah, at least we got one off. Black Flan, haven't seen these guys in a while. Although these guys are also really annoying in 2. Just say, one of you guys do this. Alright, so you know what? I don't really remember what their weakness is. That's just removed out here. Well, it turns out it's fire. That I have done before. I haven't had that NBA Jam Tournament Edition hack where they had like the present day players. I wonder if they made another one of those. Should definitely check that out. So I think the only issue I had with that particular hack with it was just too easy to shoot threes. That's just me though. Or just because it was too easy to spam 3-point shots. But it's not all that different from the NBA now. Unfortunately, RNG has just not been too kind to me today. Also, I do appreciate the follow, Alex. Oh, welcome aboard. And then hopefully you've been enjoying this stream of Final Fantasy so far. And Mewtwo, that's not the guy we're looking for. These aren't the droids we're looking for. Although I'm surprised EA didn't manage to pull that off after the way Battlefront 2 and then Battlefield 5 ended up bombing the way they did. Which is kind of one reason I wanted to stay away from this stock. So I think what we are going to try and look for... Oh, you know what, I forgot to turn on stream elements, didn't I? So I know that other guy has or stream labels. I think that was it. So we're just trying to get to this part. And then mage staff. You know what, let's see if Scourge works too. I think, what was the last sports game Super Nintendo I streamed? It was probably Quarterback Club 96. I don't know, maybe I could get back into that one. Tell me I still liked it. And that game is still a lot of fun. So now we're kind of getting to the point where even strong enemies are kind of running away from me. I would appreciate if this guy would show up anytime soon. For baseball, I did play Ken Griffey Jr.'s winning run for the channel. And that did happen once. I might just do that while doing like a preview of the season or something. I mean, that might not be a bad idea. Even though I forgot who's supposed to be good this year. And then some people are then picking the Yankees depending on where Bryce Harper goes. But I don't think Harper's going to the Yankees. Yeah, the original one where it presents Major League Baseball. You know, it's still pretty good. So what level am I now? Already on 59, geez. Although I must have leveled up like 3 times already just trying to find this guy. Well, this could make the other chalice dungeons pretty unfair. At least unfair in my favor. It'll have to be here. Alright, so you know what, I'm just gonna reload and then just try and get a little bit better luck that way, hopefully. Didn't find him that way. And let's just go ahead and let Wendell take care of this guy with that mage staff. I think that one I might have too. And then I also had the Game Boy one too. So I think I did watch Old World Gamer play whole edition, I think, of Evander Holyfield's Real Deal Boxing for Sega. And then that one was good. And that was a good series too. And then the one with George Foreman I wasn't that familiar with. I also did hear that apparently like Power Punch was kind of supposed to be the sequel to Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, but they had like a Mike Tyson-ish character that you played as, and the mechanics were kind of similar. I'll be coming up on it soon. And oxygen running out. I think out of all the Punch-Out sequels, probably the Wii one was the best one. And then I'm gonna see if I'm gonna have to reload again. Just because this is taking a lot longer than I hope it would. And let's try and keep rolling here. That was pretty good at I'm just trying to keep working on this. Let's see, Pokemon, that one I haven't played in a while. I think the furthest I got was Gen 3. And it might have been Emerald was the last one I played. So I'm definitely gonna have to spend a lot of time on Bulbapedia just to get familiar with everything again. I'm gonna have to make dinner soon. Yeah, I have watched a lot of fun randomizers of Pokemon. There's so many things that you don't know what's gonna happen that could affect it. So I also looked at a bunch of Zelda randomizers, never really played any of them though. Yeah, I'm gonna give this about another 15 minutes and then see if we can't do this or not. Otherwise I might just have to fight Tiamat and get on with it. Although we are gonna be fighting this thing's cousin in the water dungeon. And unfortunately, OBS just didn't want to agree with me pretty recently. Unfortunately, these guys are kinda ugly. Well, at least they're dealable. Yeah, it's kind of an unfortunate thing. I mean, that was an issue I had too with the red mage just having much lower HP than everybody else, for whatever reason. But then again, I didn't have a black mage, so at least I didn't have to worry about that. Well, the monk is actually pretty fun to use later on in the game. But I feel like the monk is better when you can hide him behind certain other parties, like another knight or a thief or something like that. Because then you can just let the monk just wail on whoever. And then you can have the other people take the damage for him. So I think what I am gonna do at the 150 mark is I'm just gonna fight Tiamat just to show what it's like. But I still had to take this enemy out. It just wouldn't feel right if I didn't. Yeah, actually it is 999. Because right now we're just trying to find the war mech. That's really what we're after. I don't think I gotta run for this, can I? I am looking this up because I'm gonna feel really annoyed if I was going the wrong way, or if I was looking in the wrong place. So it turns out it wasn't the right place. And let's at least get that addressed. Yeah, especially those gas dragons, but there are like 4 of them. Those things can really stack up on you. It can be pretty rough, because I don't think I get to see them until the end. Well, then again, I might see them in the chalice dungeon, so I haven't really figured that one out yet. What level am I at? And as soon as this works, if this doesn't work, I think I'm just gonna reload and then just fight Tiamat. And then after that, we'll just go ahead and look for Warmech. Thing does have some pretty devastating spells. Or just attacks. Or maybe the problem is I'm just trying to actively look for it instead of waiting for it to attack me by surprise. So maybe if I do have low HP, then Warmech will just find me. That's usually how it goes when it comes to these games. Actually you can, if you use the, like the house or the tent. If you do use any of those, you can actually save on the world map. Except the thing with the saving that way is that it doesn't save the magic because it was screwed up. So what you had to do is you had to use the house, and then you had to use a tent after that. That's not gonna be it. Especially those houses were really expensive too. I actually did like the house in this game. But then like later on they streamlined it a lot better, so they just have shelters. Or tents in 6. And then of course Chrono Trigger there were shelters. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna fight Tiamat just to show off what he's like, and then I'm actually just gonna stick around and just look for Warmech after that. So I think with that said, and then you just get a little dialogue here. Although I actually do like the way the fiends materialize in this one. Yeah, you are correct. According to the guide I found, it said 3 and 64. Anyway, this guy can be pretty dangerous. He does have some pretty nasty spells. I think he uses mostly lightning, so I am gonna have to use the or just the no lightning. And I know in the NES version you could kill him with the Bane sword. So let's see here. I think we're just gonna start with the usual. I think while we're here, I don't have no lightning. I don't have no shock. Let's see here. So I'll get that out of the way. And then Wendell, go ahead and null shock everybody. And then Reynaldo, go ahead and Protera everybody. Alright, so at least we got ourselves set up pretty well here. And then let's just keep feasting and then get people going that way. Let's see if the black robe works on him. Temper does work in this version. Yeah, it was a problem on the NES. Although I do wonder how much harder this game would have been if haste didn't work in the NES version. Definitely would have been something worth discussing. Although in this version you don't really need temper as much once you get the giant gloves, because then that makes just casting a saber on yourself a lot easier. Let's see, what do I want to use? I think I wanted to take my shot at gauntlets. And hopefully we can just heal log out this one. And then, you know what, Wendell, you get on the action too. Well, too late, guess it didn't work that way. And then Wendell ends up getting a level, so does Reynaldo. Yeah, that is all 4 crystals down. And then with that said, the Whisper Wind Cove is now open for business. And now to Warmech. That one. Yeah, well, the good news is we're still getting these battles after beating the boss. So what we're gonna do here is 4. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said 4. And heal. Then I think, well, if I don't get it in this stream, I definitely am going to try and show it off next week. I think that's kind of just the formula we're going to try and go with. That's what I do, gotta cook dinner and I got some things to do tomorrow. Oh, it's gonna be nothing that fancy. Always good. I'll probably give it a few more and then I'll probably just save here then call it a day. And then watch like the one right after I end up stop streaming is then the one I end up finding him. Because that's usually how this sort of thing works, isn't it? So I remember that having a Pro Jared too. Like the one time he was recording like right before he saved, and then that's when Warmech showed up. Because that was a really enjoyable playthrough to watch. That was his original Final Fantasy playthrough. kill one. And then everybody else heal. That is true, he usually does get first shot in. Oh, for some reason my hips just really itchy. I don't know why. Kind of been that way for a while actually. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna try not look for this guy off screen, and then just stream me fighting him just as soon as I find him. And that's probably just a better use of time for you guys. And I really don't feel like fighting through this whole thing over again. So is that true? Well, yeah, then that definitely means I'm gonna have to look for this guy off screen then. And then getting ambushed by these guys again. Yeah, so I think, with that said, since I did show off all these other guys, so I think with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a stream here. So either way, I think we feel like, or I feel like we got a lot done today. And then, I think next time, I'll probably just have it right on Warmech just right as we start. So I'm kind of gonna be jumping into the deep end for the next stream. So I think, I don't know, maybe on Friday I might be looking into some like casual Friday thing. And then Sunday I'm gonna be doing Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle. And then I think that's my schedule so far. So I think with that said, thank you guys for watching, thank you guys for commenting, and I will see who is online now that I can send you over to. That's just me checking my Twitch. No big deal. Alright, so I think I know where to go with this. Yeah, for those of you on Twitch, I'm gonna go ahead and send you over here. So hopefully you do like Castlevania Symphony of the Night, because that's what's on right now. Anyway, you guys have yourselves a good night.